We're at the top right-hand corner of the tube map. Today we're at Epping station, where we start our journey for secrets of the Central Line. Now, of course, you can't mention Epping without mentioning the fact that trains used to go much further than here, all the way up to Ongar, in fact, which you can now get a heritage bus to on certain weekends that take you to the Epping to Ongar steam railway.
If you look north from the footbridge, you can still see the old tracks heading out of the station. But we headed south, trying to work out all 4 London landmarks in the maquette seating. And then we went here, a place where almost nobody goes.
Welcome to the least used station, not just on the Central Line, but on the whole of the London Underground. Rolling Valley, on average, sees just over 200,000 passengers pass through it per year.
There are some stations that get that many in just one day.
There's not a lot going on.
Also near this part of the Central Line, the Bank of England has a secure building, its printing works, where it makes all the notes in Britain. We tried to see it but failed. I guess that's what you call not getting the money shot. Continuing around the Hainault Loop, we got out at Newbury Park to have a look at the 1951 award-winning bus shelter. Yeah, it's just a bus shelter, but it is Grade 2 listed. One stop down the line, Gants Hill appears to be a very dull traffic roundabout, but when you go inside...
It's just unique. So I love the columns where you can see through to the platforms either side. I like the arch roof. The uplighters are gorgeous. And my favourite bit, the little roundels in the tiles on the side there. It's very pretty. The Second World War actually caused delay to the completion of this end of the Central Line, but the section of track between Wanstead and Newbury Park was actually used as a munitions factory for the duration of the war. We're at Leytonstone station, where there's something that I really love. Look to either side of me, mosaic galleries which pay tribute to the great filmmaker Alfred Hitchcock, who was born in Leytonstone in 1899. And there's a whole bunch of them, each representing a different film, as you go down the passageway. One of the things I love about the tube is pointing out things that I think the commuter in a rush doesn't always see. So if you're a regular user of here, Bethnal Green Station, how many times have you walked past this clock without realising that instead of numbers, there are little tiny roundels on the clock face? That's brilliant. Now, if you're on any decent pub quiz about the London Underground, you'll always get told how Chancery Lane has the shortest escalator on the whole network. Or at least it did have, until the new Stratford station was built, of course, and then this here, by just a couple of inches, became the new shortest escalator on the whole of the Underground. Now, thousands of people come through Tottenham Court Road, literally thousands every day. But how many of them do this? If you come and stand in this circular room, right in the middle, and shout, "Hello!" you can hear it echo. So we're outside Queensway station, one of the last few stations to have lifts down to the platform levels. And here's a top tip for you. It's really close to Bayswater, which is on the District and Circle Line. If you ever have to go to the Circle Line station of Bayswater, don't change at Notting Hill, as loads of people do. Just keep going on the Central Line, get out at Queensway instead, and walk the last few seconds. You'll save yourself at least 5 to 10 minutes of time.
Go to the eastern end of Shepherd's Bush station and look back on yourself for a really cool view of both platforms. And then try and work out why it is that one stop down the line, trains come out at White City on the wrong side. It's because the line first terminated at Shepherd's Bush, and a single track took a sharp curve under a road which led to reversing siding and a depot. When Wood Lane station opened, the single track was extended back down and around to Shepherd's Bush, where the crossover occurs. Then, White City station opened to the north, and new tracks spurred off the curve, and Wood Lane station was closed. Down towards East Acton on the other side, there's a footbridge where you can see the western crossover happen out in the open. And onto the West Ruislip branch to Greenford, where we're having fun with escalators again.
And here's your second pub quiz question. Which station has an escalator going up to platform level? It is, of course, Greenford. Until the new Stratford station was built, and then this escalator also became another escalator that you can take up to an Underground Line platform. So it might not be the only place where you can go up anymore, but it is the only place left on the Underground where the tread is made of wood.
On the adjacent National Railway lines, you can see old semaphore signals too. Elsewhere on the Central Line, don't forget to keep an eye out for the gull-wing canopies at Leytonstone Station, these roundels in the ironwork railings outside Redbridge, the gorgeous old waiting room at Barkingside, or even the roads are getting in on the act. Here, crossing the line near Hanger Lane, a bridge indicates that both the Central and District lines pass underneath it.
So at the western end of the Central Line, we've got to Ealing Broadway, the end of our Central Line tour. And actually, as this is my local station, this means I can walk home for once.